Hello everybody. Welcome to your weekly messages for November 8th to the 14th of 2020. I hope you're all doing well, taking good care of yourselves. Before we get started, take a moment to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Make sure, if you want more content, check me out on Instagram and sign up for my newsletter. The link is in the description box, and you will get an exclusive reading every single Sunday, so make sure that you sign up for that. They're awesome. People love them. I love writing them, so make sure you check that out. And let's just go ahead and dive into this. Okay. First thing that's coming up this week is trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? The other thing that's coming up here is if you're experiencing a lot of uncertainty, if you're not sure how things are unfolding, if you're dealing with a lot of apprehension around moving forward with something or pulling back from something, this is like even the unknowns are okay, or even if you don't know where to step next, all of that is okay. So being really comfortable with where you're at, just being in acceptance of where you're at is going to be really helpful at this time. And knowing that you're not going to mess anything up. Even if you have to take some time to process, or if you have to try something, fail, and then move in the other direction, all of those bits and pieces of information and those experiences are helpful. Okay, and then also, as it mentioned with the note at the bottom, if you knew that you were supported, how would you move forward from that space? Okay, and then we have initiation. Something is transforming this week is what I'm getting. The initiation is kind of like the end of a chapter, like your old life, your old way of being, your old way of doing things. All of that is shifting out, and you're being initiated into some type of next level, some next endeavor or experience or relationship to something. So it'll be interesting to see how that shows up for you. And then let's see what else we have. Discernment. Establish what's yours and what isn't. Be conscious about your yes. Create permeable boundaries. Also, one thing that I'll say, there's a lot of, there's a lot of stuff that's being kicked up right now. A lot of collective tension, things like that. So just make sure you're still using your discernment, still thinking for yourself. It's okay to challenge ideas, like really own your crown right now. Okay. Two of Pentacles, so this is like indecision, not knowing what to do, kind of like what I was mentioning over here with the wishy-washiness, the waffling between two different things, or, trying to feel things out. It's kind of like I'm seeing you as wanting every bit of information before you move forward, and I can't tell you if that's possible or not. I highly doubt it. Sometimes you just have to try first and then see what happens. So keep that in mind. You might not be 100% settled. You might have to move first and then see where it takes you. And then we have the Four of Coins. This is contraction. I'm getting this in the shifting out space. And this is you withholding, you collapsing, you holding back, you pulling back resources, energy, time, and that's okay. But I'm getting that the focal point of this week is reallocating that. Whether you already have a lot of clarity on where you're putting your energy moving forward, or you're still in the process of making a decision, that's kind of the MO this week. Oncoming, we have justice. No, I lied. King of Swords. Let me see. I'm going to clarify this. Oh my god, okay. Okay, so I was onto something with this. I wasn't just accidentally saying that card for nothing. Okay. So I think you find a rhythm, you find a flow, you find what works for you. It's safe for you to do it your way. One thing that may have been getting in the way previously is you trying to do things in a way that work for other people when perhaps that isn't what's best for you. So keep in mind there's a little bit of innovation that's coming through here. You reworking things and doing what's best for you. And that's what leads to things being at an even keel, things being at a stable space. So whatever conclusion you come to here, know that you're going to have to finesse it in a way that's unique to you and your needs, and that's what leads to stability long term. Trying to shove yourself in someone else's box is going to lead to long-term instability because it's not compatible with you. So just get ahead of the curve with that, and you'll be in a good position. Let's see what's happening outside of you, so in the external world. Okay, Two of Cups. Love, connection, partnership, right? It's screaming relationship. So for those of you who are focused on that, wonderful thing to have. So is it communication, deepening a connection? Maybe you're deciding it's the right move to invest more in relationships. If that's not a priority for you, think in terms of connections overall. But for those of you who are focused on this or craving this, wanting to invest more of your energy and practice into relationships, that's going to be coming up a lot this week. So have fun with it. Make it enjoyable and enjoy the time that you have with the person, the connection, the relationship, whatever you have going on in your space right now. Just enjoy it. Be present with it. Justice again. So there's a real sense of stability happening this week. Let me see what else is going on. Eight of Wands. Okay, so now the big factor that I'm kind of curious about, and I don't know how this is going to show up for you, is how fast you think you see things happen in the 3D. So this is like stable, fast moving connection, deepening love, relationship, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So this is something that for some of you, it's going to be more so on the energetic side, you getting your state right and in alignment with this, which is contributing to the high speed, the fast movement that things are progressing. For others of you, this is more about it materializing. So you seeing it happening in front of you more and more. Or maybe your growth and you being able to hold that growth is what's you like accessing that new level. Because what this is really looking like is the decisions that you're making, pushing you into that space of I'm growing into this next level. This week is providing you energetic stability. It's providing you mental clarity. It's providing fast, rapid growth, especially because Mercury has gone direct. So I think that that's really pushing all of the work that you've done over the past few weeks is now being accelerated. It's just a matter of whether or not you see it or if you are just feeling it energetically, that internal pulse of what's happening. So it's going to show up differently for each of you, but this is exciting stuff because it's showing that your acceleration is stable. It's not going to be, you're not going to be experiencing rifts because you've done the work. So just expect stability and hold that inside of yourself. Knight of Swords. Once again, this is just kind of, there's so much air on the table right now, it's ridiculous. Okay, so simply highlighting, you need to do it your way. Do not compare. This is not going to be a good week to ask for a lot of guidance or advice from other people, is what I'm getting. It's just not going to support you at this time, because the discernment piece is big, right? This is choosing for yourself, deciding for yourself, knowing for yourself. And you have all these swords on the table, which is just independent thought, free thinking, it's about breaking outside of other people's boxes and expectations. Four of Swords. Don't demonize rest. Rest is completely okay. It might be contributing to the acceleration that you're feeling, but if you need a break, take a break. This is just about honoring what your body needs and really paying close attention to that. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. The long game is in mind. This has been coming up a lot in these readings, and I'm just getting, you are being prepared, the way you're situating yourself energetically, physically, materially, the arrangements that you're making, the way that you're doing things is all setting you up for long-term success. So that could even have something to do with honoring your body. Even that is setting you up for long-term success, right? If you're in cycles of, I'm going to work really hard and then I'm going to burn out, that's not sustainable. So it's really about evaluating what is it that works for you and you alone. Think about things that way. You are the creator of what works for you and how you're going to move forward. That's entirely up to you. So just allow yourself to do it that way, whatever's best. And then I'm going to clarify this Ten of Pentacles. Or should we clarify the Two of Cups? I'll do both, because I know everyone wants more info on that. Okay, so the Five of Swords, you're making this way more difficult than it needs to be, is what I'm getting. If you're like, oh, I'm in struggle, I don't know what I'm gonna do, I have to like overexert myself, or I need to think about it more and problem solve more. Nope, you have just decided that you need to do that. This is much more simple. The Five of Swords is a really nice card because it's about walking away from the battle. You don't need to fight. You don't need to. You just get to drop down and get back to a grounded space for yourself. What if everything was easy? What if you didn't have to effort? What if it was really simple? What if you relaxing actually opened you up and made you more available for more of the things that you want? What if spending all of the time in your head thinking, problem solving, and thinking there needs to be a problem is not actually helping you? So that is kind of the human condition in terms of getting in the way of letting things be easy, so consider that. What if you could stop thinking about it, expect it to be resolved, not worry for another moment, and it would all work out that way? What if it was that simple? I'm just saying these are things to play with. Exerting mental thought on something does not solve it. Okay, and then I'm going to clarify this Two of Cups. For funsies, King of Wands. Okay, so we've got fire up here. On one hand, this can be interpreted directly as like a King of Wands in your atmosphere, in your space. You know, think someone with a lot of fiery, potent energy. Sometimes it's a direct fire sign, right? And if you're not focused on the romantic element, think contributor, partner of some sort, collaborator, mentor, right? Any number of ways. But for those of you who are focused on the romantic piece, it's like someone who brings a lot of fire and authenticity into your world. Perhaps this is someone you already know, right? Some of you are like, oh yeah, this is my person that I'm dating right now. So just the main message, I think the reason why this is just confirming that this is a person is letting yourself enjoy this. Enjoy the unfolding, enjoy the energetic alignment that you're doing. Expect things to move quickly, expect things to be stable. This is a matter of your expectation. Things are going to be stable, or that's essentially what you're shifting yourself into, right? We have King of Swords, stable, Justice, stable, Justice, stable, Knight of Swords, Four of Swords. It's just like, okay, the stability and anchoring into the body is an important practice this week. And the King of Wands is just, okay, one last piece that I want to bring through for you is expect yourself to align to this. This King of Wands, that archetype, is what you're aligning to, in the sense of either the counterpart for yourself, what it is that you're needing next, the right connection, the right relationship, the whatever. This is what you're aligning to. So whether or not the King of Wands is here, has already materialized, has been around for a long time, is someone on the periphery, your only job is to get yourself right with it. And then let's go ahead and do a 3-card pick. So you're welcome to ask for guidance, clarity, support, whatever it is that you need. Okay, card number 1, the Lovers. Okay, connection, harmony, stability in relationships. This is also about the choices that you make. So if you're kind of on the precipice of making a decision of some sort, that's something that you're probably going to be getting clarity on this week. I would expect by the end of the week for you to have a lot more clarity on your direction, what feels good, what the right next move is for you. And then card number 2, we have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is, you're planting many seeds. Whether or not that's something that maybe you need to pull back from or continue watering what you've planted is going to be up to you. You kind of make that call for yourself. Do you need to be spreading your energy thinner, like casting a wide net? Or do you need to be like trimming things and pruning things so that you don't give energy to things that either aren't right for you or won't grow? So you decide how much time or energy you give to something. Just keep in mind that this week you're probably going to be evaluating this more or less. Keep going, start pruning. You know, it's like you're narrowing things down or casting a wider net. Card number 3, the Star. Trust the timing. Trust the timing, trust the timing, trust the timing. It's really important. You have to recognize that things are shifting behind the veil. And if you get in the way, if you try to stick your fingers in what's happening behind the veil, it's like you're going to miss your life. Sometimes we get so fixated on something that we want to go our way, we kind of strip the magic and the mystery out of it. And so this is where it's like a deep confirmation of desires being fulfilled. It's just that you have to kind of release your sense of control over it. You have to stop getting hung up and fixated on what it is that you, in terms of it unfolding, how you want it to unfold. You have to relax around that. You have to relax. Remember, it's just about your alignment. You align to it and it unfolds perfectly. It's happening for you. And there's a deep sense of trust. I'm getting a sense that some of you who are listening are kind of like shaking your fist at God. Like, no, I don't trust you. I don't think things are going to go my way. I don't think this is going to work out, or I think the other shoe's going to drop, or is it safe? You know, am I actually going to get what I want? So this is a confirmation that you can relax. Like, assume fully and completely you're going to get what you want and it's going to be absolutely perfect. Like we had here, trust your path. Know it's going to be exceptional. It's going to be perfect. Acting from that space of knowing. All right, everybody, that's all that I have for you today. Thank you so much. The decks that I've used are listed in the description box. Go sign up for my newsletter. Check me out on Instagram for more readings, and I will see you next time. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.